Okay, this is rock and roll lesson number 2. That's 4. 2, don't sweat, that's it. Not doing that, are we? Okay, so today we're going to go further on from the last lesson. If you didn't have the last lesson, why not? Because you need that first lesson before you do this lesson, because it all corresponds. So go and look at that last lesson and then come back and I'll see you in a mini mo. Have you ever heard of Little Richard? Oh my goodness, he is well, he was, he's probably dead now.
Little Richard died on the 9th of May 2020 in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
Oh.
At the age of 87.
Yeah, had a good one then, didn't he? Okay, so tribute to Little Richard. Check him out, he's amazing, okay? He kind of played like this. Really good kind of bouncy style. Okay, so let's learn that. I'm joking. Okay, that's next week. So the left hand is going to be going something like this. It's a real good solid bass line, that, isn't it? And we're going to do that in C. So we've got the pinky on C, we've got G on the second, and thumb on the A. Okay, or the 1 if you like. So first of all, just get used to playing C and G as a perfect fifth, and then C and A, like so, nice and clean. And then speed it up, nice and straight. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that with a drum beat. Okie dokie. Now that's too fast. You'll be pressing pause, won't you? Be like, I can't play it that fast, Paul. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got it. So that's the kind of rhythm we're looking at. Ba, 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 ba. Okay? So keep it nice and straight, nice and solid, okay? And then we play the same thing, starting on F, or going up 3 white notes there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's on the 4th, but we're actually going up 3 white notes. You know what I mean anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, don't forget we've got the idea of the 5th there. Okay, 3 white keys in the middle of it. And then we're going to go to the 1st on the D there. So it's F and C, and then F and D. And we're going ba 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 da da. Okay, like that. And then on G is here. So G, pinky, second finger on D, and got the E. Again, it's exactly the same, but just moving up and down your primary chords of C, which are C, F, and hey, you've got it. It's G, by the way. Okay, so really work on that. We're going to play 12-bar blues sequence. Okay, so I'll shout it out. Not too loud, don't give you heat rate, do I? And we'll go through two rounds and we'll see how we do. Okay, so I'll see you in a rinky dinky. You've got it. Oh, hi. We're going to play now, aren't we? Here we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready to change to F and back down to C. Here we go. G, down to F, down to C, and G, and gap. Back to F and down to C and yeah, boogie, and G, F, back to C, G, and you got it? Practice it. Get that going. Now, let's whack in some right hand. Don't we do some right hand work? Absolutely. So, do you like my socks? Check them babies out. They're awesome, aren't they? Because I love music and love cats. Just thought I'd show you. Don't know where I bought them from. Christmas present from the wife. Oh, she won't like that. She better not be watching this now. Okie dokie, let's move swiftly on before it gets into some more trouble. Right, the right hand, guys. So here we go. Think about the C chord. Okay, we're going to knock the C off there, stick it up here. An E, even. An even E. An even E. What's an even E? E, second finger. G, little finger. On the C. And a bit like the bass line, where we're alternating this G and the A, like that. Guess what? We're doing it here as well. Okay, we're going to go like this. Okay? Right. Like this, listen. A 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going dizzy. Don't hold it on, I'm just thinking. Right, so. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so once you've got that, just like the left hand goes from C up to, you've got it, F. However, what we're going to do on the right hand is something a little bit different. We're going to stay in this position, but we are going to move into an F chord. Now, the little secret here is it's called a Texas F, or Texas, like a bluesy F chord, okay? And we're going to be doing this. All we're going to be playing is actually a C minor, like that, because it sounds cool. C minor. However, when we put our bass line in, it goes like this. Wow, that makes a real big difference. All we've actually got is F, C, E flat, which is the 7th of F major, or the flat 7th, okay, and the C at top. We can fill it in the middle with some harmony, but basically we've got this shape. Okay, now without the bass line giving the dominance of the F, it sounds like a C minor, doesn't it? Okay. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is going from the C chord up to the F chord. Do you see that we're doing there? So all we're really doing is changing the position of the hand. So push your fingers into the keys more, because you need to get to the E flat with your thumb. And you do not want to play with flat fingers, because otherwise you'll be playing up there and it won't work, will it? Okay, so basically there to there. So that's the chord all together. We've got E flat, G, A and C. Don't play your A all the time, because that's our alternative little rhythm, isn't it? The offbeat. Yeah? It sounds weird in C, but it sounds great in F. Yeah! Okay, rock and roll. So. I'm back down to C. So in context, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1, 2, 3, and. Just like that, okay? I mean, you don't have to play the A there. It's a little bit dissonant, nice, but it's really, really nice though. Works, okay. Then the G, okay, so the G, we're going to stay in this kind of 7th type of position, okay. Technical term that, if I don't ask you, it's 7th type of position, yeah, look it up. Don't Google it, don't ask that smart speaker, because it ain't too smart. So, we're going to go do this one. F, B, and D, okay. Now, again, it sounds a bit strange without the bass line. Okay, it's a bit like a diminished sound, isn't it? Right, okay. So I'm going to go for the G. Okay. I'm going to go for the G7 chord. It's not a G7 chord until we put a G in it. Hey, there we go. Beautiful. Makes all the difference, you know. And we're going to be doing this. So the right hand actually stays on the chord. Okay. So we're doing this with the drum beat. Staccato if you want. I'm going to point out that if you want to swing the bass line a bit more, you can do the alternative. Okay, or to be honest, rock and roll a bit more on the beat, so da 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 da. Okay, I'm going to go. You could add in the A. Okay, go to the F chord. So lots of variations. You can play about with it, and that's what you need to do when you're playing blues and rock and roll and all of that type of thing. A lot of it's about what you want to play. This is just foundations that you can turn around and add your own bits to it, okay? Otherwise, you just sound like me. Is that a good thing? I'm not sure. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go through that again, and let's have a go. Okay, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go for start. It's a good thing to start, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, and... A 1, 2, 3, and F. And C. G chord, don't forget. Turnaround. Little trill. Okay, so obviously you notice I put a pure little bits and bobs in there, and I'm going to show you that. And the rinky dinky do on Mini Mini Mo. Should be rapper, shouldn't I? Like that. Yeah, I need a hoodie don't like this. We'll stick to Boogie Woogie, shall we? The little nuances, little kind of like I suppose people might call it a turnaround, but that's something that goes at the end of a sequence. Something kind of goes. Okay. But here we've got little connections, if you like. Okay. Now let's just talk about crushing the note. Okay. Now we're not going to get that, man. Boom! Because that would ruin your keyboard, you'd be knackered, wouldn't you? Okay. So we make sure I crush our note with our third finger like this. Okay. Now there's two ways to do that. You can either slide off. Okay. Or you can play it with the second and just kind of play at the same time and let go. So let's slide off this way, look. Okay. Do slide off straight away. Or slide off with the second. Like that. 2 down, A flat and A, and off. Okay. So one technique to get used to doing that would be play 2 down and let go of your second. So 2 and 3 and let go. And then you can go sliding off, so, okay. It does take a bit of doing, so be kind to yourself, okay? Be kind to me as well, please. Okay, so, okay. All right, so a bit faster. Okay, I'm varying up a little bit, aren't I? So to start it off, you could do, see that, to play a G and an A. Okay, a bit of a flavour, if you like. And you can do the same thing, G and A. And just go straight into it. Hence, notice that little change of rhythm. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, that's just like a little variation, a bit of offbeat thing. Again, very Little Richard, Jerry Lee Lewis, Bit Bopper. You know, there's some great people. I'll put some links below, some videos to watch on that type of music. It's fantastic. Ba, 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 so that was kind of turned around at the end with the G7. And again, sliding off with the E flat to the E. Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Could be a quick one. A slow one. Okay. All depends on tempo, on the feel of the music. And play with the 7th chord if you want to. You can go E, G and C with a 7th note. Okay. Don't play a natural 7th because that's more cocktail jazz. Okay, that's another lesson. If you like jazz and that kind of sound, check out the lesson below about cocktail jazz, and it's called Jazz Lesson 101 or something like that. Okay, that's a nice one for learning all the cocktail jazz 2-5-1s. Or that kind of what people sometimes call like cocktail lounge or American lift music. Anyway, moving swiftly back onto the rock and roll era, I want you to really work hard on that. Okay, think about the alternative thing as well. What I want you to look for is the offbeat. So instead of on the beat, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, I went 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, like this. Quite like if you check out Jules Holland. He's very much got that kind of almost like a reggae offbeat feel. All that kind of thing. He's fantastic. Okay, I grew up listening to Jules Holland. Seen him live a few times. Awesome guy. Check him out. So that's it from me. Keep on rocking, and I'll see you on the next one.